Hi guys, this is Lachette and I'm back with another video for the YouTube Pagans Challenge. Excuse me. And this time we're doing letter F, and that is frankincense. So I'm outside here in the park again talking about another herb. So really quick, I thought I would show you some frankincense oil and then actual frankincense. And this is from Aura Cassia, the half fluid ounce bottle of frankincense essential oil. And I have the mixed one, so it's in jojoba oil already. Jojoba oil being a what do you call it? A base oil. And I don't know why this won't. There we go. There is some frankincense, the resin itself. And in this jar here, I have a mix of resin and powdered resin. And I'll go into more details in a bit. Okay, so now we're back on my face. Talk a little bit about frankincense. Frankincense comes from this tree that grows in certain parts of northern Africa, northwestern Africa, and the Middle East. And it's resin that comes out of the tree as kind of like a sappy liquid, and then the harvesters wait for it to harden and dry into those little crystals I showed you, and then they steam distill it to get the essential oils out of it. But as we know, you can use frankincense resin and powder. The powdered resin is basically just the crystal I showed you ground up into a powdered form. So you can do that at home with your mortar and pestle. And frankincense is probably one of the top 3 most used resins and incense in the world, if not the most. Frankincense has been used for roughly 5,000 years, or that's how much that's how far back we can track it. Our historians, through the written word, with proof that is backed up. So what I did was the same as what I did for the dandelion video. I made this page here in my spiritual journal, herbal grimoire for frankincense. I can't really draw the frankincense resin pieces because they're kind of hard to draw, so I just kind of squiggled some things in the middle there. So let's get started with the medical and therapeutic properties. Okay, so we've got frankincense is antiseptic, anti-inflammatory, and antidepressant properties. It's an astringent and uterine and vulnerary properties. It's also cytophylactic properties that it has. Sorry guys. Basically, let's start from the beginning. It's good for treating urinary tract infections, and that's the uterine, and also antiseptic and astringent. There we go, astringent properties. It is good for easing asthma attacks and alleviating congestion. That's the anti-inflammatory, but also what's the word I'm looking for? Anyway, it helps your breathing, clearing your breathing passages, and keeping infections like bronchitis and coughs, as well as asthma attacks, congestion, and that kind of thing. Helpful for it all. It has been used to slow and deepen the breathing as well as improve memory and sleep. The antidepressant properties, it helps calm the nerves and lift anxiety. There's also, of course, the fact that it helps counter bacterial and fungal skin infections, such as skin growths like boils, cosmetically. It also helps with things like distended varicose veins, wounds and scars, preventing infection within wounds and preventing scars from happening or just being really bad and obvious scars. That's kind of several properties that I mentioned doing more or doing something together. The frankincense helps keep wounds clean and from getting infection, and then the cytophylactic properties help increase cell growth and the elasticity of the skin, keeping helps keep your skin moisturized and strengthens like the connective tissues. So it's often used in a lot of things like eye creams, and it helps prevent the signs of wrinkles around the eyes and other signs of aging. So it's used, honestly, in the cosmetic industry. It's often included in formulas for anti-aging creams and the like. This is a rough day for filming, let me tell you, with all the background noises. Then, I just want to make sure I've got everything. So yeah, that's basically it for the medical and therapeutic properties of frankincense. We're going to move on now to the magical uses and spiritual properties. So, frankincense, like I mentioned earlier, is a well-known and well-used incense and resin and oil. It's been around for a long time. It's been used for over 4,000 years in incense, for spiritual ceremonies, and since it has relaxing properties and it helps deepen the breathing, and it's long been used as a meditative aid. A lot of yogis and yoga centers use frankincense oil or frankincense incense to not only cleanse the space, but also to help their students get into that meditative state. It's been using these various spiritual ceremonies to promote peace and a deeper connection with the spirit, many of us know it's one of the three gifts the three kings brought to the baby Jesus, so it was once considered more expensive than gold, or worth as much as gold, and today the essential oil in particular is still very expensive. That's why the one I showed you is pre-mixed in jojoba oil, so it's cheaper. Also, let's see, many Abrahamic faiths use it to anoint newborns, new initiates or new members, going on to the next step on their spiritual path. Frankincense is also associated with the element of fire and with the sun. For example, ancient Egyptians used to burn it all day long in honor of the sun god Ra. That's just one example. It's used often as a powerful cleanser and purifier and for blessing. So those are all things you can include frankincense in your rituals for. And let's see. It's also used, like I said, for purification, but also protection and consecration against negativity, evil spirits. Um, it's used in exorcisms and blessings. So it's a very powerful, positive resin that you can use in your incense or in your oils or just burn. It's used often in things like home blessings or cleansing your sacred space, anointing yourself, your body, any icons or candles. So it's considered a powerful protector. It has this like really powerful. So sorry, it's this really powerful protector, very positive. So many people think it's only used to protect or to purify or to block away negative or evil, but you can also use it with a more positive mindset for like bringing in good luck, uplifting your spirit, for spiritual growth, for just being a well-protected person, cleansing baths, and clearing your mind, focusing, and just being connected with spirit, your spirit, other spirits, spirit guides, whatever spirit means to you. So that is frankincense. And yeah, once again, my frankincense page with my little frankincense doodles. And I hope you like this video. Let me know in the comments how you use frankincense. Did anything I talked about today bring anything new to your knowledge about frankincense? Let me know that as well, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.